Phosphor Dot friends, Earl at thelogbook.com back with yet another relic from the Apple II vaults. And this is one that, again, I had never heard of prior to the age of Apple II emulation. Really perfect Apple II emulation, I should point out, otherwise I wouldn't be bothering to do videos with it. And I'm sure it looks a little bit familiar to you, and it should, because it's based on an arcade game of a different name. The game is from 1981, and it's called Falcons. And it was programmed by two people whose names will be showing up here momentarily. But obviously, what it is based on is the 1980 arcade game Phoenix. This was programmed for the Apple II by Eric Versagni and Thomas Ball. And my hat's off to them for reasons that we'll get into in just a moment. First off, let's actually get the game going and find out what we're up against here. We are up against Falcons. We are up against space birds, y'all. Probably help if I had this set up so that I could fire. Yes. And, very much like Phoenix, you do have shields that you can engage if you wind up really cornered. Yeah, I probably should have saved the shields for then. What do you think? I have a feeling I'm going to have to play a few games of this to be able to show you, even a fraction of the game, because Phoenix always kicks my butt. Player 1, game over. This is a particularly impressive arcade port. It's not pixel perfect, but enough of the essence of the original arcade game, enough of the feel of the enemy AI is right on the money. And for this to have been released in 1981, that's quite a feat, because let me put this in context. In 1981, to have gotten that much of a feel for the enemy AI and for the guts of the game, as the two authors of Falcons did, they had to put in some serious research time in the arcade. And, I know research in an arcade is such a noble sacrifice, and I salute them for that. But they did not have emulators to fall back on. There wasn't YouTube video of the game being played for them to study, to sort out how the enemy AI works. The research involved in getting the game this right came from playing it a lot, I should add. And that's really the impressive thing about this, is that while it may not be pixel perfect, for this to have come out the year following the release of the arcade game, and for it to keep kicking my butt just like the arcade game does, that's quite a feat. For context, the 2600 version of Phoenix was not out yet for them to study. And so, literally, the only way you could get the guts of the game this accurately ported to the Apple II would be to have played it, and played it a lot, in the arcade. So, now that I've repeated myself with my train of thought there on why I am impressed by the authors of this home version of Phoenix by another name, let me clam up for a minute and actually see if I can play a better game of it instead of talking. Because, as I've noted, Phoenix routinely kicks my butt in just about any form, except maybe the Atari 2600 teddy bear set. I was gonna bite it there if the level hadn't ended, if that, if the asterisks hadn't popped up. Waste my shields right there. So it's an admirable job of porting the game for the reasons I've just told you. And I'm actually going to let it run through the attract mode here instead of trying to play it. It does accurately get to the essence, the guts of every round of the game, every level, every screen, however you want to put it. You have 2 rounds with smaller opponents, which are fairly agile and difficult to deal with. Then you have the first of 2 rounds with the larger and somewhat slower moving birds, although they seem to be pretty zippy here. I haven't even gotten that far, so I can't tell you. But in the attract mode, they certainly seem to be diving quite fast. And here we have the mothership, which kind of looks like a cat face. You see the eyes there? And the alien at various stages looks like the mothership alien kind of looks like a cat nose. It looks like Obi here. Meow. So, let me see if I can... if I can continue to die at the same rate that I have been dying the rest of the time I've been playing Falcons. I'd say chances are pretty good I will continue to die quickly. So there, I think you really kind of have the essence of it, the game Falcons. Written in 1981 by Eric Barsanier and Thomas Ball, obviously basing it on Phoenix by Taito, or Amstrad, I forget which one originated it. It was, success has many fathers, and international success has many licensees. So thanks again for watching. Again, it's good to be back. And we will have more Apple II obscurities among many others on Phosphor Dot Fossils.